What if you could cheat and learn words, phrases, and grammar 2 times faster? You'll learn how to do just that with our exclusive PDF cheat sheets. But first, if you don't yet have access to our language learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. First, so what are cheat sheets? With our learning program, you learn the language with conversation-based lessons that you can just listen to or watch and get everything explained and start speaking those very same dialogues. And as a bonus, you also get PDF cheat sheets as supplementary material for the lessons. These cheat sheets cover must-know topics like weather, your hobbies, daily routine, and much more. There are over 30 cheat sheets inside, and you'll find them inside our program, so they're not available anywhere else. Inside each cheat sheet, you get the words, phrases, and sentence patterns related to the topic that you can quickly review whenever you have a minute or two. So that's how the cheat sheets work. Now, how can you learn faster with these cheat sheets? Just download a cheat sheet, print it, keep it nearby, and glance through as much as possible. Not for hours a day, but just a few minutes throughout the day. It's as simple as that. If you can follow these simple steps and do this daily, you'll actually learn faster. Faster than if you were to sit down and memorize for hours a day. You'll know all of the words and phrases in and out, simply because you've seen them enough times. Language learning is all about repeated exposure. The more you're exposed to the language, the better you'll remember it. And the cheat sheets give you that quick exposure to the words, phrases, and grammar patterns. You can always save the PDFs to your device, but having physical cheat sheets will speed up your progress. It's just easier to pick one up and glance through. Plus, you can write on them for extra practice. Otherwise, if you keep the PDFs on your device, chances are you'll barely use them and forget about them. How can you get access to our PDF cheat sheets? If you're a member, you already have access. If not, just click the link in the description and sign up for a free lifetime account to get our learning program and these bonus cheat sheets. Once you've signed up and logged in, come back to the special PDF lessons page. The PDFs will now be available for instant download, and that's it. So, if you want to learn the language and get access to these learning tools and our learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. Expand your vocabulary with our core 2,000 words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free French ebook before it's gone.
Welcome to Daily French Conversations. In this series, you'll learn practical French phrases for use in social media and in everyday life.
Journée shopping avec ma petite sœur adorée. Sympa. Profitez bien. Il faudra que tu me montres ce que tu as acheté. Par ce temps pourri, vous avez du courage.
Let's review the key vocabulary.
Journée.
Day,
Courage.
Courage.
Temps. Weather.
Acheter.
Buy.
Montrer.
Show.
Profiter.
Enjoy.
Sœur. Sister.
Sympa.
Nice.
Let's review the key vocabulary. Do you remember how to say
day,
Journée. Journée.
and how to say courage?
Courage. Courage.
What about
Weather. Temps. Temps.
let's try buy?
Acheter. Acheter.
Now let's see if you remember how to say show.
Montrer. Montrer.
Another one. What about enjoy?
Profiter. Profiter.
Do you remember how to say
Sister. Sœur. Sœur.
what about
Nice.
Sympa. Sympa.
Let's practice. After the sound, read the phrases out loud. Ready?
Journée shopping avec ma petite sœur adorée. Sympa. Profitez bien. Il faudra que tu me montres ce que tu as acheté. Par ce temps pourri, vous avez du courage.
Learn more French words and expressions for everyday life. Click the link in the description and download your free ebook with 2,000 essential French words.
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free French ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to ask for the price in French? You'll learn how in just a moment. Hi, my name is Fanny, and this is 3-Step French by FrenchPod101.com. In this lesson, you'll learn how to ask for the price through a quick conversation. Let's look at the dialogue. As you listen, pay attention to how they ask about the topic and how the other person responds. Excusez-moi, combien coûte ce tableau? Quel tableau? Ce tableau, ici? Oui, ce tableau. Il est à 700 €. D'où vient le peintre? Il est français. Let's break it down. The first sentence will be our focus. Let's take a look at its elements. Excusez-moi, combien coûte ce tableau? Excuse me, how much does this painting cost? First is excusez-moi, which means excuse me. Excuser is the formal or plural form of excuse, used to get someone's attention politely. Excuser. Excuser. Next is moi, meaning me. Moi. Moi. Together, excusez-moi means excuse me. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. Next is combien, which means how much. Combien. Combien. Then coûte, meaning cost or does cost. Coûte. Coûte. Next is ce, a demonstrative adjective meaning this or that. Ce. Ce. Finally, tableau, meaning painting or picture. Tableau. Tableau. All together, it's excusez-moi, combien coûte ce tableau? This literally means excuse me, how much costs this painting? But translate as excuse me, how much does this painting cost? Quel tableau? Ce tableau? Ici? Which painting? This painting? Here? Oui, ce tableau. Yes, this painting. Il est à 700 €. It is 700 euros. D'où vient le peintre? Where is the painter from? Il est français. He is French. Let's look at the sentence pattern. This pattern is the structure that all of our examples will follow. Combien coûte is an interrogative phrase that means how much does it cost? Coûte, meaning costs or does cost, it is the third person singular form of the verb coûter, to cost, used for singular objects. Please Note that for plural nouns, could become could to match the plural subject. Next are the demonstrative adjectives ce, cet, and c'est, meaning this, that, des, and does. To use this pattern, replace noun with the noun you want to ask about, ensuring agreement in gender and number. Let's look at the demonstrative adjectives ce, cet, and c'est. Have you ever wondered why French has 4 different ways to say this or that? That's because demonstrative adjective must match the noun in gender and number. For a masculine singular noun, that starts with a consonant. Ce is used like ce livre, meaning this book. But if the masculine noun starts with a vowel or a silent H, cet is used instead, like cet arbre, meaning this tree, or cet hôtel, meaning this hotel. This small change makes pronunciation smoother. For a feminine singular noun, cet always applies, no matter if the word starts with a consonant or a vowel. So it's the cette chaise for this chair, and cette école for this school. And for plural nouns, gender doesn't matter. C'est works in all cases. Ces livres for these books, and ces maisons for those houses. Let's see how a line from the dialogue follows this pattern. Excusez-moi, combien coûte ce tableau? Excuse me, how much does this painting cost? In this sentence, excusez-moi means excuse me and isn't a part of the pattern. Next is combien coûte, meaning how much does it cost? Followed by ce, meaning this, which refers to the item being asked about. In this example, tableau, a masculine singular noun meaning painting. So the full sentence excusez-moi, combien coûte ce tableau means excuse me, how much does this painting cost? Now you can use this structure to ask about the price of anything when shopping in France. Bargaining is not common in most French shops, especially in chain stores, supermarkets, and department stores, where prices are fixed. However, you can negotiate prices in a few places, such as open-air markets, flea markets, and antique shops. Now, let's look at some speaking examples. Combien coûte cet album? How much does this album cost? Can you see how the pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Combien coûte means how much costs, followed by cet, meaning this. Finally, we have the masculine singular noun, album, meaning album. Notice that here, cet is used instead of ce, because album starts with a vowel. So that is how combien coûte cet album follows the combien coûte plus cet plus noun pattern. Here's another example. Combien coûte ce stylo? How much does this pen cost? Combien coûte ce stylo? How much does this pen cost? Let's try one more. Combien coûtent ces chaussettes? How much do these socks cost? Combien coûtent ces chaussettes? How much do these socks cost? Remember, for plural nouns, coûte changes to coûte to agree with plural subject. Another one. Combien coûte cette robe? How much does this dress cost? Combien coûte cette robe? How much does this dress cost? One last example. Combien coûte ce sac? How much does this bag cost? Combien coûte ce sac? How much does this bag cost? Now you know how to ask for the price in French, and you can move on to the practice. Au revoir!
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free French ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to describe something in French? You'll learn how in just a moment. Hi, my name is Fanny, and this is 3-Step French by FrenchPod101.com. In this lesson, you'll learn how to describe something through a quick conversation. Let's look at the dialogue. As you listen, pay attention to how they ask about the topic and how the other person responds. Excusez-moi, quel ordinateur est-ce que vous conseillez? Eh bien, cet ordinateur est très rapide. Mais il n'est pas très léger. Et cet ordinateur, il n'est pas très rapide, mais il est léger. Et il y a une promotion maintenant. Let's break it down. The first sentence is Excusez-moi, quel ordinateur est-ce que vous conseillez? Excuse me, which computer do you recommend? After that is the focus statement. Let's take a look at its elements. Eh bien, cet ordinateur est très rapide. Well, this computer is very fast. First is the phrase eh bien, meaning well. It is an informal interjection, often used to introduce a statement or show mild surprise, similar to well in English. Eh bien. Eh bien. Next is the word set, which means this. Set. Set. Ordinateur means computer. Ordinateur. Ordinateur. After this is est, which means is in English. Est. Est. Très means very. Très. Très. And finally, rapide means fast. Rapide. Rapide. All together, it's eh bien, cet ordinateur est très rapide. This translates as well, this computer is very fast. Mais il n'est pas très léger. But it is not very light. Et cet ordinateur, il n'est pas très rapide, mais il est léger. Et il y a une promotion maintenant. And this computer, it is not very fast, but it is light. And there is a promotion on it now. Let's look at the sentence pattern. This pattern is the structure that all of our examples will follow. Ce, cette, cette, noun, est, très, adjective. This, that, noun, is, very, adjective. In French, when you want to describe something, you can use the structure ce, cette, cette, followed by a noun, then est, and an adjective. This translates to this or that. Noun, is, very, adjective. The choice between ce, cette, and cette depends on the gender of the noun. Adding très, meaning very, is optional, depending on the degree of emphasis you want to give to the adjective. Let's see how a line from the dialogue follow this pattern. Eh bien, cet ordinateur est très rapide. Well, this computer is very fast. We start with eh bien. This little phrase is just like saying well in English. It isn't a part of a pattern. Next up is cet. This is where things get a little more specific. In French, demonstrative adjectives like ce, cet, and cet all mean this or that, but they change depending on the noun that follows. Cet is used before masculine nouns that start with a vowel sound, which is why we say cet ordinateur, because ordinateur start with an O. If the noun starts with a consonant, you'd use ce instead. And if the noun were feminine, you'd say cet instead. Now, on to ordinateur. It means computer and is a masculine noun in French. Next is est, which comes from the verb être, meaning to be. In the present tense, est translates to is, just like in English. Then we have très. This is an adverb that means very. It adds intensity to whatever comes next, just like in English when we say something is very fast instead of just fast. And finally, rapide. This adjective means fast. One interesting thing about rapide in French is that it doesn't change for masculine or feminine singular nouns. No need to worry about agreement here. However, in the plural, it takes an S, so you'd say rapide when talking about multiple things. Put it all together, and we get eh bien. Cet ordinateur est très rapide, which means, well, this computer is very fast. Now, you can use this pattern to describe anything in French. In French, many adjectives change based on both gender and number. Most adjectives form the feminine singular by adding e to the masculine form. For example, grand, tall or big, is the masculine singular form, while the feminine singular form is grande. For example, cette maison est très grande, which means this house is very big. Now, let's look at some speaking examples. Cette robe est très chère. This dress is very expensive. Can you see how the pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Cette means this, followed by robe, meaning dress. Est très means is very. Finally, we have the adjective cher, meaning expensive. Notice that this sentence uses cet instead of ce or cet, and cher instead of cher, because robe is a feminine singular noun. So that is how cette robe est très chère follows the ce, cet, cet, noun, est très, adjective patterns. Here's another example. Ce chapeau est nouveau. This hat is new. Ce chapeau est nouveau. This hat is new. Let's try one more. Cette salle est très grande. This room is very big. Cette salle est très grande. This room is very big. One last example. Ce sac est joli. This bag is pretty. Ce sac est joli. This bag is pretty. Now you know how to describe something in French. And you can move on to the practice. Au revoir!
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free French ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to say what you want in French? You'll learn how in just a moment. Hi, my name is Fanny and this is 3-Step French by FrenchPod101.com. In this lesson, you'll learn how to say what you want through a quick conversation. Let's look at the dialogue. As you listen, pay attention to how they ask about the topic and how the other person responds. Waouh, c'est une grande pièce. Cette peinture est très jolie. Ma femme l'aime aussi, mais je voudrais une peinture différente. Quel genre de peinture est-ce que tu voudrais? Je voudrais une peinture originale. Let's hear it with the English translation. Wow, c'est une grande pièce. Cette peinture est très jolie. Wow, it's a big room. This painting is very pretty. Ma femme l'aime aussi, mais je voudrais une peinture différente. My wife likes it too, but I would like a different painting. Quel genre de peinture est-ce que tu voudrais? What kind of painting would you like? After that is the focus statement. Let's take a look at its elements. Je voudrais une peinture originale. I would like an original painting. This starts with the word je, meaning I. Je. Je. Next is the word voudrais, meaning would like. Voudrais. Voudrais. After, this is the article une, meaning a or un for feminine nouns. Une. Une. Next is the noun peinture, meaning painting. Peinture. Peinture. Last is the adjective original, meaning original. 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 All together is je voudrais une peinture originale. This translates as I would like an original painting. Let's look at the sentence pattern. This pattern is the structure that most of our examples will follow. Je voudrais plus noun phrase plus adjective. I would like plus noun phrase plus adjective. Let's look at je voudrais first. Je means I and voudrais means would like. Together, je voudrais means I would like. This phrase stays the same no matter what you would like. After that is the noun phrase, the things that you want. And last is the adjective, the word that describes the noun. In French, the adjectives usually comes after the noun, not before it like in English. So the whole pattern is je voudrais plus noun plus adjective, or I would like plus noun plus adjective. Let's see how a line from the dialogue follow this pattern. Je voudrais une peinture originale. I would like an original painting. In this sentence, je voudrais means I would like. Une peinture is a noun phrase meaning a painting. Une is the article for feminine nouns and peinture is feminine meaning painting. Original is the adjective meaning original. It comes after the noun following the French word order. So, je voudrais une peinture originale translate to I would like an original painting. Now you can use this structure to ask for anything in French politely. In French, adjectives usually follow the noun, but not always. It depends on the adjective. Some adjectives come before nouns, just like in English. This is common with certain short or frequently used adjectives like petit, meaning small, grand, meaning big, or beau, which means beautiful. In these cases, the pattern becomes je voudrais plus article plus adjective plus noun. I would like plus article plus adjective plus noun. We'll see some examples later. Let's talk about the difference between voudrais and veut. Both are conjugated form of the French verb vouloir, which means to want. Voudrais means would like. And it's the polite way to ask for something. You'll hear it often in cafe stores or anytime someone wants to make a request in a respectful and courteous way. On the other hand, veut means want, and it's a lot more direct. In some situations, it can sound too strong or even impolite. When speaking to waiters, strangers, or in formal situations, voudrais is a better choice to keep your tone polite and friendly. Now let's look at some speaking examples. Je voudrais une belle maison. I would like a beautiful house. Can you see how the second pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Here, je voudrais means I would like. Une means a. It is the article. Belle means beautiful, and it is the adjective. Maison means house, which is the noun. In French, adjectives like belle often come before the noun, especially for beauty, age, goodness, and size, known as bags adjectives. Which is why belle maison is correct. And the sentence follow the je voudrais plus article plus adjective plus noun pattern. Here's another example. Je voudrais un sandwich chaud. I would like a warm sandwich. Je voudrais un sandwich chaud. I would like a warm sandwich. Let's try one more. Je veux une grande pizza. I want a big pizza. Je veux une grande pizza. I want a big pizza. Another one. Je voudrais un café fort. I would like a strong coffee. Je voudrais un café fort. I would like a strong coffee. One last example. Je veux un petit chien. I want a small dog. Je veux un petit chien. I want a small dog. Now you know how to say what you want in French, and you can move on to the practice. Au revoir.
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free French ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to use the demonstrative adjectives ce, cet, and c'est in French? Welcome to 3-Step French Practice by FrenchPod101.com. In this lesson, you will practice how to use French demonstrative adjectives. Let's look at the main dialogue. Two people are having a conversation. A woman is asking the shopkeeper about the price of a painting. Excusez-moi, combien coûte ce tableau? Excuse me, how much does this painting cost? Quel tableau? Ce tableau? Ici? Which painting? This painting here? Ce tableau. Means this painting. Ce is used here because ce is a demonstrative adjective meaning this, referring to the masculine singular noun, tableau, painting. There are other demonstrative adjectives in French which depend on the nouns, gender, and number. In French, ce is used before a masculine singular noun, starting with a consonant. If the noun begins with a vowel or silent H, cet is used instead. For feminine singular nouns, cet is used and ce applies to plural nouns regardless of gender. Let's practice this grammar point more in this lesson. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Combien coûte? Téléphone. Combien coûte? Téléphone. Ce. Ce. Combien coûte? Ce téléphone. Combien coûte ce téléphone? How much does this phone cost? We use ce in this sentence because téléphone is a masculine singular noun that starts with a consonant. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Combien coûte veste? Combien coûte veste? Sept. Sept. Combien coûte cette veste? Combien coûte cette veste? How much does this jacket cost? We use cette in this sentence because veste is a feminine singular noun. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Combien coûte chaussures? Combien coûte chaussures? C'est. C'est. Combien coûte ces chaussures? Combien coûte ces chaussures? How much do these shoes cost? We use ces in this sentence because chaussures is a plural noun. Also, notice that coûte changes to coûte to match the plural subject. Unscramble the words to make a sentence. Ready? Cette. Cette lampe. Cette lampe est. Cette lampe est blanche. This lamp is white. Cette lampe est blanche. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Cette or ce montre est chère. Cette or ce. Montre est cher. Cette. Cette montre est chère. This watch is expensive. Cette is used here because montre is a feminine singular noun. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Cette or ce gâteau est délicieux. Cette or ce gâteau est délicieux. Ce. Ce gâteau est délicieux. This cake is delicious. Ce is used here because gâteau is a masculine singular noun that doesn't start with a vowel or a silent H. Let's translate some sentences into French. Translate "This bag is mine" into French. Ce. This, followed by sac. Bag. Next, est. Is, followed by a. To or at. And finally, moi. Me, used here to mean mine. Ce is used here because sac is a masculine singular noun starting with a consonant. Ce sac est à moi. Ce sac est à moi. This bag is mine. Translate "He uses this car" into French. Il. He, followed by utilise. Uses. Third person singular form of utiliser, meaning to use. Next, cette. This, followed by voiture. Car. Cette is used here because voiture is a feminine singular noun. Il utilise cette voiture. Il utilise cette voiture. He uses this car. Translate "This hotel is comfortable" into French. Cette. This, followed by hôtel. Hotel. Next, est. Is, followed by confortable. Comfortable. Hotel is a masculine singular noun, however, cette is used instead of ce because it begins with a silent H. Cet hôtel est confortable. Cet hôtel est confortable. This hotel is comfortable. Listen to me as I speak. Which demonstrative adjective is used in the sentences? Cet oiseau est petit. One more time. Cet oiseau est petit. Did you hear cet? Cette is used instead of ce when the masculine singular noun begins with a vowel or a silent H. How about ces arbres sont énormes? Let's listen one more time. Ces arbres sont énormes. Did you hear ces? Ces means des or those and applies to plural nouns regardless of gender. Next, je vais à ce restaurant. Let's listen one more time. Je vais à ce restaurant. Did you hear ce? Ce meaning this or that is used before a masculine singular noun starting with a consonant. And j'aime cette chaise. One more time. J'aime cette chaise. Did you hear cette? Cette means this or that when referring to a feminine singular noun. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to use the demonstrative adjectives ce, cette, and c'est in French. And now you can move on to the next lesson in the pathway. Au revoir!
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free French ebook before it's gone.
Do you know any French adjectives? Welcome to 3-Step French Practice by FrenchPod101.com. In this lesson, you will practice how to describe something with adjectives. Let's look at the main dialogue. Two people are having a conversation in the store. They are discussing computers. Excusez-moi, quel ordinateur est-ce que vous conseillez? Excuse me, which computer do you recommend? Eh bien, cet ordinateur est très rapide. Well, this computer is very fast. Cet ordinateur est très rapide. Rapide. In this sentence, rapide is the adjective and it means fast. Let's practice with more adjectives in this lesson. In French, adjectives change based on gender and number. To make an adjective feminine, you usually just add a. Simple, right? The gender of the noun also affects demonstrative adjectives, as seen in these patterns. Ce or cette plus masculine noun plus est plus masculine adjective. This plus masculine noun plus is plus masculine adjective. Cette féminine noun plus est plus féminine adjective. This plus féminine noun plus is plus feminine adjective. Let's practice this grammar point more in this lesson. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Cette montre est. Cette montre est. Chère. Chère. Cette montre est chère. Cette montre est chère. This watch is expensive. We use share in this sentence because montre is a feminine singular noun. Cette also agrees with the gender of the noun. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Cet avion est. Cet avion est. Petit. Petit. Cet avion est petit. Cet avion est petit. This plane is small. We use petit in this sentence because avion is a masculine singular noun. Cet also agrees with the gender of the noun. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Ce restaurant est. Ce restaurant est. Bon. Bon. Ce restaurant est bon. Ce restaurant est bon. This restaurant is good. We use bon in this sentence because restaurant is a singular masculine noun. Ce also agrees with the gender of the noun. Unscobble the words to make a sentence. Ready? Cet. Cet éléphant. Cet éléphant est. Cet éléphant est gros. This elephant is big. Cet éléphant est gros. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Cette lampe est nouveau or nouvelle. Cette lampe est nouveau or nouvelle. 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 Cette lampe est nouvelle. This lamp is new. Nouvelle is used here because lamp is a feminine singular noun. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Ce sofa est blanche or blanc. Ce sofa est blanche or blanc. 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 Ce sofa est blanc. This sofa is white. Blanc is used here because sofa is a masculine singular noun. Let's translate some sentences into French. Translate "this dog is black" into French. Ce, 10, followed by chien, dog. Next, est, is. Third person singular form of être, meaning to be, followed by noir. Black. Noir is used here because chien is a masculine singular noun. Ce chien est noir. Ce chien est noir. This dog is black. Translate "this car is old" into French. Cette this followed by voiture. Car. Next, est. Is followed by vieille. Old. Vieille is used here because voiture is a feminine singular noun. Cette voiture est vieille. Cette voiture est vieille. This car is old. Translate "this tree is tall" into French. Cette. This followed by arbre. Tree. Next, est. Is followed by grand. Tall. Grand is used here because arbre is a masculine singular noun. Cet arbre est grand. Cet arbre est grand. This tree is tall. Listen to me as I speak. Which adjective is used in the sentences? Ce restaurant est bon. Let's listen one more time. Ce restaurant est bon. Did you hear bon? Bon meaning good is used with masculine singular nouns. How about cette lampe est nouvelle? Let's listen one more time. Cette lampe est nouvelle. Did you hear nouvelle? Nouvelle meaning new in its e form. Applies to feminine singular nouns. Next, cet éléphant est gros. One more time. Cet éléphant est gros. Did you hear gros? Gros, which means big, is used with masculine singular nouns. And cette montre est chère. One more time. Cette montre est chère. Did you hear cher? Cher meaning expensive is an adjective that in its feminine form takes an accent mark e to maintain the correct pronunciation, changing from cher masculine to cher feminine. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to describe something with adjectives in French. And now you can move on to the next lesson in the pathway. Au revoir!
Expand your vocabulary with our core 2,000 words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free French ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to say what you want in French? Welcome to 3-Step French Practice by FrenchPod101.com. In this lesson, you will practice the conjugation of vouloir in conditional tense. Let's look at the main dialogue. Two people are having a conversation. Quel genre de peinture est-ce que tu voudrais? What kind of painting would you like? Je voudrais une peinture originale. I would like an original painting. Je voudrais. Voudrais. Voudrais is the conjugated form of the French verb vouloir, which means to want. Voudrais means I would like, and it's the polite way to ask for something. Let's go over how to conjugate vouloir in the conditional tense. In the first person singular, you say je voudrais, which means I would like. Then, in the second person singular, it's tu voudrais, meaning you would like. For the third person singular, you use il voudrait or elle voudrait, for he or she would like. Moving on to the first person plural, it becomes nous voudrions, meaning we would like. In the second person plural, or when speaking formally to one person, you'd say vous voudriez, meaning you would like. Finally, in the third person plural, it's il voudrait or elle voudrait, which means they would like. Let's practice using these forms in sentences during this lesson. Let's go over how to conjugate vouloir in the conditional tense. In the first person singular, you say je voudrais, which means I would like. Then in the second person singular, it's tu voudrais, meaning you would like. For the third person singular, you use il voudrait or elle voudrait, for he or she would like. Moving on to the first person plural, it becomes nous voudrions, meaning we would like. In the second person plural, or when speaking formally to one person, you'd say vous voudriez, meaning you would like. Finally, in the third person plural, it's il voudrait or elle voudrait, which means they would like. Let's practice using these forms in sentences during this lesson. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Je, un chat noir. Je, un chat noir. Voudrais. Voudrais. Je voudrais un chat noir. Je voudrais un chat noir. I would like a black cat. We use voudrais because the subject is je, I. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Elle, un nouvel ami. Elle, un nouvel ami. Voudrait. Voudrait. Elle voudrait un nouvel ami. Elle voudrait un nouvel ami. She would like a new friend. We use voudrait in this sentence because the subject is elle, she. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Nous. Une voiture japonaise. Nous. Une voiture japonaise. Voudrions. Voudrions. Nous voudrions une voiture japonaise. Nous voudrions une voiture japonaise. We would like a Japanese car. We use voudrions in this sentence because the subject is nous, we. Unscramble the words to make a sentence. Ready? Je veux un vélo. Je veux un vélo rouge. I want a red bike. Je veux un vélo rouge. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Il voudrait, or voudrait, un ordinateur rapide. Il voudrait, or voudrait, un ordinateur rapide. Voudrait. Voudrait. Il voudrait un ordinateur rapide. They would like a fast computer. Voudrait is used here because the subject is il, they. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Il voudrait, or voudrions, une glace au chocolat. Il voudrait, or voudrions, une glace au chocolat. Voudrait. Voudrait. Il voudrait une glace au chocolat. He would like a chocolate ice cream. Voudrait is used here because the subject is il, he. Let's translate some sentences into French. Translate, would you like a coffee into French? Vous. You, formal or plural, followed by voudriez. Would like, conditional form of vouloir, for vous. Next, un. Masculine singular article, followed by café. Coffee. Voudriez is used here because the subject is vous, you. Vous voudriez un café. Vous voudriez un café. Would you like a coffee? Translate I want a new bag into French. Je. I. Followed by veux. Want. Present tense form of vouloir for je. Next, un. Masculine singular article. Followed by nouveau. New, masculine singular adjective. Next, sac. Bag. Veux is used here because the subject is je, I, and veux is the present tense of vouloir, meaning want. It expresses a direct desire. Je veux un nouveau sac. Je veux un nouveau sac. I want a new bag. Translate, would you like to go to the cinema? Into French. Tu. You, informal singular. Followed by voudrait. would like, conditional form of vouloir for to. Next, aller. To go. Infinitive form of the verb aller, followed by au. To the. Next, cinéma. Cinema. Voudrais is used here because the subject is tu, you. Tu voudrais aller au cinéma. Tu voudrais aller au cinéma. Would you like to go to the cinema? Listen to me as I speak. Which form of the verb vouloir is used in each sentence? Je voudrais un chat noir. Let's listen one more time. Je voudrais un chat noir. Did you hear voudrais? Voudrais, meaning I would like, is the first person singular conjugation of vouloir, to want, in the conditional tense. How about nous voudrions une voiture japonaise? Let's listen one more time. Nous voudrions une voiture japonaise. Did you hear voudrions? Voudrions, meaning we would like, is the first person plural conjugation of vouloir, to want, in the conditional tense. Next, il voudrait une glace au chocolat. One more time. Il voudrait une glace au chocolat. Did you hear voudrait? Voudrait, meaning he, she would like, is a third person singular conjugation of vouloir, to want, in the conditional tense. And vous voudriez un café. One more time. Vous voudriez un café. Did you hear voudriez? Voudriez, meaning you would like, is the second person plural or formal singular conjugation of vouloir, to want, in the conditional tense. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to say what you want in French, and now you can move on to the next lesson in the past way. Au revoir!
Did you get your free language gifts of the month yet? Download them now before they expire in the next few days. First, 30 plus words and phrases for April Fool's Day. This PDF will teach you how to say, "That's not funny," "I don't get it," and much more just in time for April Fool's Day. Second, Being Funny, PDF Conversation Cheat Sheet. This next PDF teaches you a quick conversation about telling jokes in your target language. Third, Talking about months. If you can't say the months, this 1-minute lesson will teach you how to say them all in your target language. Fourth, 15 flattering lines to impress native speakers. If you want to speak with natives, you'll want to know these phrases. And fifth, want an app that gets you speaking from day one? The Innovative Language Learning app gives you bite-sized conversation lessons, where you listen to conversations between real native speakers and then get everything explained so you can speak and understand fast. Download it for free on Android, iPhone, and iPad. To get your free gifts of the month, click the link in the description below and download them now before they expire. Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.